kickoff campaign. We're really happy to have all of you guys here. We're very happy to have all of you guys here. Please give a warm welcome to Drake Wright.
All right, so hi, I'm Drake, and I was uh, I was in Miss Keke's 7th period college and career readiness class for my junior year. Sorry, I was in Dr. Ann Keke's 7th period college and career readiness class during my junior year from 2020 to 2021, and I have the proud pleasure of saying that she was honestly one of the best teachers I've had in a really long time. She, being a college and career readiness class, like helping with the future and stuff, she helped me learn more about the job I want to have as a homicide detective. She took time out of her personal life to reach out to someone and give me the opportunity to ask them questions about my dream job. She is a very engaged teacher. She takes a huge interest in all of her students' dream jobs and helps them reach towards it as much as possible. No other teacher's ever taken an interest in my job, or dream job, but Ms. Keke took a lot of time and effort out of her personal life to do so.
You're doing great.
Ms. Keke reaches out to all the students each and every day to see how they're doing, see if they're doing pretty good, or she checks up on them every day, asks them about the assignments, sees if they're missing anything, sees if their grade is low, and if so, she tells them what they can do to get it better or get it higher and fix it. And she gives them every chance they can. And due to this personalized care, me and my friends all have high grades out of the entire class. One of my favorite things about Ms. Keke is that through a worldwide pandemic, she was still able to maintain a healthy classroom and kept everyone in check during a pandemic, online classes and in-person school. Honestly, Keke is my favorite teacher. She's my favorite teacher. My friends consider her strict, but honestly, her teaching methods are awesome because you don't step out of line if someone's strict. And she tells jokes. Really cheesy jokes to keep everyone happy because she gives long lectures, but she tells jokes because it keeps everyone happy. I don't know what to say. All right, so.
What should everyone do in November? What should everyone do in November?
Vote for Keke. So probably my favorite thing about her is that, aside from the whole worldwide pandemic thing, is that she doesn't teach us to learn. She teaches us how to prepare for the future when it becomes the present. Thank you for your time.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? I don't know, we got a fabulous candidate right here and I don't feel the energy just yet. How we doing today? Great job. So for those who do not know how crazy I am, my name is Omar Montgomery and I am a big fan of Dr. Ann Keke. Big fan, big fan. And I'm sure the reason why many of you are here is because you are a big fan of Dr. Ann Keke. Let me share this as I do my introduction. Anybody remember their favorite teacher? Because you talked about your favorite teacher. Anybody remember their favorite teacher? Anybody remember how that favorite teacher motivated you, inspired you to do great? To go above and just being mediocre in the class. I was the lazy kid in class. Like if you know when they do math and they say you have to do it a particular way in order to get the answer, I'm like, how come I got the same answer with 2 less sentences? So why do I have to add the other 3? But it was those teachers that inspired me to add the other 3. Now imagine if that person is sitting on the school board. Imagine if that person is inspiring administrators, inspiring superintendents. Imagine if that person is inspiring the community. Because we're talking about someone who came to the United States, English wasn't their first language, had a BA, completed her BA right here at CU Denver, where I used to be. And then got her master's degree at CTU, her doctorate at CTU, went to the field of education, and we see the product right here in the room speaking on her behalf because she's an inspiring, motivating teacher. When you build good students, you build a society of good people. I'm going to repeat that. When you build good students, you build a society of good people. And I'm looking forward to the work that you're going to do. But before we bring her up, I need a commitment from you that when we bring her up, we're in this hotel. I want them to hear you on the 4th floor, 5th floor, 6th floor. I want them to hear you on 225 where they stop traffic. That's how loud I want it to be in here because she's going to need that energy to get us through to November. She's going to need that energy. So when I count to 3 and I call her name, take your deep breaths now. Those of you that do yoga, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Take your deep breaths now. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Welcome, Dr. Ann Keke, our next APS school board member.
This is so awesome. I cannot believe you all came out for me. I feel the love and the energy. I literally do. I didn't know it was going to turn out this way. But I guess for someone like me, I truly believe that there is a God somewhere. I prayed, and he answered. Everyone that I love is here, and everyone who cares about our kids in APS, and everyone who loves me is here. I know I won't be able to do it without you. I look in the room, and I can't continue without acknowledging a few people. I want to acknowledge my friend, who is also running for City Council, John Ronquillo. My friend Adam, who is also running for City Council, couldn't make it because he's under the weather, but he sent in his campaign manager. Kevin, thank you for coming. And I have the privilege to also let you know that my fellow candidate for school board, Aurora Public Schools Board of Education, Tremaine Duncan, has made it to my campaign event. This is really awesome. My name is Dr. Ann Keke, and I am running for Aurora Public Schools Board of Education. Ever since I was a kid, I've always felt drawn to support and help other people. My mother is a retired nurse who put herself through school. See, her dad didn't think that education was for girls. So he took the money that he was going to spend on her and put it on his nephew, who was the first male child of the family. But my mom had a dream, and that was that of becoming a nurse and helping children in our neighborhood. She achieved that dream. She did. And she instilled in me the values that I have today: hard work, perseverance, never giving up, helping others, speaking for those who can't speak for themselves. I am very blessed. In 2001, I moved to the US. My mom thought it was a great idea to send her children to different countries for them to get their education. The plan was for them to come back with better opportunity and serve our country. For me, that didn't happen. I moved to Aurora in 2006, and I immediately fell in love with the beauty and the diversity that I saw, and I never left. Here in Aurora, I built my home, I built my family. In 2008, I got my bachelor's degree from the University of Colorado at Denver. And then I moved on to get my master's degree at Colorado Technical University. And then later on, I successfully defended in 2019 my dissertation, still in criminal justice. My dream was to be in the education field where I knew I would impact young lives. I feel really blessed that I am able to do that. Currently, I am a career technical education instructor and a restorative justice coordinator. I wear 2 hats at my organization. I really feel blessed that I am able to live my dream, that of really impacting students' lives. Not only do I do that, but I also teach them to advocate for themselves, to use their critical thinking and also use their basic social skills to be able to resolve issues. That's huge. When COVID hit in my community, I saw firsthand the need that local families and students had. So I stepped in to create a series of programs that were successful and have helped dozens of students in our district get the extra needs that the extra help that they needed. I also co-facilitate in my community public speaking classes for immigrant professionals. I have some of my students here as well. The goal for that is to help them to get over the fear of speaking in public and be able to advocate for themselves as well. Throughout these experiences, I learned one thing. Community service is very crucial for the betterment of our lives. So if you're not involved in your community, please do. You will help a life or two. I recall a story of one parent who was having a hard time getting her kids to do this online class. And she came to me wanting me to help her because she couldn't get the basic resources she needed to help. And I couldn't let that go. So I shared that with one of my mentors. And he told me straight up, If you don't like what you hear, Anne, step in and speak for them. Folks, here we are. I am ready to speak for them. As I kept on listening, this is what I heard. I heard families with language barriers, families having challenges, getting basic needs that they want, resources and material in languages other than English that they wanted for their kids. I also heard from immigrants, diverse families, and also non-immigrant families about the challenges that they were having, getting resources that their kids needed. About a district who is leaving a big part of our families out of this school system. And these are the families that I want to speak for. These are the families that I want their voice to be heard and a place for them at the decision-making table. Here's the thing. I am not just going to be for immigrant and diverse families. I promise you, I will also stand for any family, any student that feels left out of this thing called education system. An immigrant leader I am. A mother I am. A teacher I am. And that I will bring to the board. A restorative justice person, coordinator I am. A member of the community with a fresh perspective and open mind. I will bring all of that at the board, I promise. But I cannot do that without your help. I need you to step in and make the first move with me. Sign up to volunteer. Make a pledge so that our voice can be heard throughout the APS border and bring excellence back to our schools. Teachers need the resources that is needed to help make sure they get those resources. Because at the end of the day, they are this instrument, this asset that shapes the future and the destiny of our kids. We need to make sure they get the help they need. Families cannot be left out. I truly believe that in Aurora, families are sleeping giants. That once awakened, they will change the face of our schools. They need a seat at the table. I am asking you for two things. November 2nd, vote for Dr. Ann Keke. But before we get there, I need you to walk with me and knock on doors. Would you pledge to do that? Thank you. I need you to get on the phone and make phone calls with me so that we educate our voters. Would you please do that? Yes. And I need you to donate, to contribute. Now, this is not going to be a campaign that is going to break fundraiser record. But it is going to be a campaign with grassroots power, powered by people like you. Your contribution matters. Your financial contribution matters to get me where I need. Please donate. Again, my name is Dr. Ann Keke, and I am running for Aurora Public Schools Board of Education. Thank you.
I don't know about y'all, but I feel inspired. I don't know about y'all, but I feel inspired. Remember earlier when I was talking about your favorite teacher? Anybody ever wish they could go back to that school, go back to that time, and acknowledge your favorite teacher? And you said, you know, that favorite teacher may have moved on, lost communication, and you wasn't really able to contribute and share with that individual how much they inspired and motivated you. I want you to take that same energy, that same motivation, that same inspiration, and give that acknowledgement to Dr. Ann Keke, who's going to inspire a whole community. I don't know if y'all know, campaigns cost. As a campaign manager, I know you know. I'm going to tell you what it costs. It costs to have the food here. Costs to rent this room. Cost to print these documents. Cost to feed volunteers. Cost to pay staff. All those things are important. So when we say we need to contribute, all donations are needed. Don't get me wrong. If it's $1, if it's 50 cents, if it's your sweat equity, because when she says walk with me, that means put on your walking shoes. Sometimes it's going to be 100 and something degrees, but we're going to make sure you have sunscreen and water and all that stuff. But even then, that stuff costs. That's why I'm asking. I'm asking you to think about the future of our children and how valuable that is. The future of our children. I need someone that's going to commit to $1,000. Oh, I know it's digging deep. I'm starting big because this is a big race. This is an important race. This is about the future of our kids. Who's going to commit that $1,000, that first $1,000? I'm asking for the first $1,000. Oh, we got someone that's going to commit to that first $1,000. Let's talk about what $1,000 cover. $1,000 cover also the gas is going to take to drive all over the city to let them know about this beautiful message. That $1,000 is going to help us get elected come November. Who else can do $1,000? Who else can do $1,000? Sure, why not? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're $2,000 there. My mother told me that my profession wasn't to be an educator. She told me I was supposed to be a preacher. But you know what? We got two people that could do $1,000. What about 500? Got a commitment for 500 right here. Right here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. State Senator Janet Buckner. $500. $500. Who else can do $500? $500. 500. Becky. Give me my hugs. Give me my hugs. Give me my hugs. Give me my hugs. Who else can do $500? I'm giving away hugs for $500. Who else can do $500? Okay. What about $250? Who can do $250? Who can do $250? By the way, Papa. I don't believe Papa Dia just raised his hand and ran back out there. You know, like a 2-year-old that come out and say, hey, I got you. Papa, thank you for all your work and thank you for your commitment. Who else can do $250? Who else can do? Right here, another $250, another $250. Another $250, another $250. That's what I'm talking about. Another $250, and he's doing IT. See, Dr. Keke is bringing the whole team with her, a whole community. Now, who can do $100? $100 right here. $100 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, do I see the finish line in November? Do I see the finish line in November? $50. Who can do $50? $50. So if some people didn't raise their hands twice, $50. Who can do $50? $50 right here. And I believe you can do this with a check. There's a little code thing. There's them code things that's on the table, them QR codes. You could go online to a website. And when you go online to a website, it drives up traffic. Also, when you're talking about her and know how magnificent she is, make sure you go to that website and learn her history. $25. Who could do $25? Or do I need to go back up to 1,000? Who can do $25? $25. $25. I need one. Wait a minute. We did 1,000. We did 250. We did 100. We did 50, and I can't get one $25? What's going on? At least one. $25. Do I have one in the back? I got $25. I got 25. Come here, man. I'm going to tell you why this is important. When students commit like this to their teacher, that tells you the type of person we're electing for office. I want to say thank you. And thank you for all your hard work and recognizing Dr. Keke as an amazing person. Thank you. With that stated, you can go back because trust me, I understand. As we begin to close, here's the commitment I need from you. Now we got some of the financial commitment out the way. We need people to walk. We need people to make phone calls. We need people to bring water. We need people to bring sunscreen. We need people to give her a hug when she feels like things are down. We need that emotional commitment, that sweat equity. We need your whole soul in this campaign, not from a religious standpoint. I'm talking about from a standpoint of we want to see the best person elected that's going to have a positive impact on the minds of our kids. The best person elected. And I don't know about y'all, but when I think about that favorite teacher, I gave it all. I cleaned up after, when everyone left. I didn't do that for all teachers. As a matter of fact, I was the one putting the mess on the ground. Dr. Keke, I think you have an amazing support system here. I think we're going to get to the finish line in November, and we thank you for running, and we look forward to your success with Aurora Public Schools.
Thank you so, so, so much. Can I speak in French a little bit? Okay. Merci, merci, merci beaucoup. Je n'espérais pas cela, mais vous me donnez chaud au cœur. De tout mon cœur, je vous aime et de tout mon cœur, je vous dis encore merci.
Okay, I'm Senator Janet Buckner, and I was going to surprise Anne today and say something in French because she's been helping me with my French, and I'm so nervous. I don't want to embarrass you, so I'll just say oui, oui. That's it for right now. But
you can say thank you.
yeah, merci. She's really been helping me, but I'm too nervous to give. I wanted to give an announcement today in French, but this young lady is absolutely amazing. I've only known her for a short time, but in that short time, she has shown me who she is and what she is about. And she is a woman of her word with a doctorate in education. She knows what she's talking about. I am a state senator, and before that, I was a state representative. And the entire time I have been at the state capitol, I have been vice chair of education committee, and I've also sat on the education committee. So I really know what it takes for someone to be on the school board. We need you desperately because enough voices have not been heard. We have so many students who are not able to live up to their expectations because we haven't had enough people fighting for those students. So I am giving you my endorsement, and I do not give endorsements. I don't give endorsements lightly. I give them to people who deserve it, and you deserve it. And I will be doing everything I can to help you win the election because we need your voice. So thank you so much for inviting me today, and I will be there being the wind beneath your wings while you run this race. So thank you so much.
With that stated, let's mingle. If you don't know someone in here, get to know your neighbor, get to know other people in here. There's other candidates in here running. Get to know them as well. If you're running for an office, please raise your hand. Get to know them. Get to know them. More importantly, get to know our candidate. With that stated, enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for coming. Thank you, Mom.
Good job. You always do a super job.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very much, very much.